baby's home. Cairo, Cairo is my baby's home. Going back to Cairo now won't be long. Women in Cairo, they will treat you kind and sweet. Women in Cairo, they will treat you kind and sweet. Catch you around and take you off your feet. Shoot you and knock you, teach you and cut you too. Shoot you and knock you, teach you and cut you too. They get through the graveyard, then for you. Cairo, Cairo, babe. Cairo, Cairo, babe.
Hey and welcome to live stream with Troubleshooting Mac. I had some issues with the audio and I'm not sure how this all is sounding, so please give me a clue in the chat. But I see so many people already here, which is great. Hello Marta, great to see you back. Great. Norwegian Attack, welcome Geir. Yeah, exactly, and that's why I missed David Hunt's live stream today, because when I went on 12 o'clock here, it was already finished. Yeah, live stream finished, streamed 1 hour ago. So yeah, that's right, daylight savings. So you guys are switching over on November 6th, and I even wrote it down so that I don't forget. Yeah. Hello, Patrick. Well, that's that's a nice word, Reverend. Yeah, Reverend Gary Davis, one of my favorites. Hello, Milan. Yeah, daylight savings, not yet over there. Hi, Jimmy. Nice to see you as well. Good. So I hope you guys hear me well. Something was wrong. I tried to fix it, but I'm not sure if I really succeeded, but it doesn't matter. So let's see. What should I play as the welcoming song? Bye Bye Blues, Bye Bye Baby. will tell you, review what you saw. Good book, I'll tell you, Lottie, review what you saw. Don't read it now, Lottie, read it by and by. Running side by side, two trains are running, a lot of running side by side. Gonna drive the highway, right until I'm satisfied. Bye bye. Baby, by and by. Bye bye. Lord, I want you by and by. Oh, bye bye blues. Well, you're at the wrong place, Jimmy. I'm just playing the same old stuff. Just kidding. Hi, David. I missed your stream today, but I went on and watched the replay. And I really loved the thing you said in the end somewhere. You said, you can be somebody's answer. As a way as how we make impact in life, in what we do, how we maybe help each other and so on. That was a nice one. Good. So today the theme is how much pressure, how much picking power, and what's the techniques that we can apply and utilize to get a nice and clean slide tone. So it's one of the questions I usually get from students at workshops, and they usually say, look, I have this guitar and it's only 12 string gauge on it, and I can't play a slide on this one. I have to get back and get another guitar and all that. So no, not really, because Sam Mitchell played his guitar with 12s all the way through, and that string action wasn't too high. So it's about the attack, and of course a habit of many years of playing and all that. But we'll come to that a little bit later on. Now we're going to go to the backup. So get ready. We're going to be in standard tuning. Right. So slow blues in E. Let's rock. No, let's blues. Ooh, there was something new that I did, and both licks were inspired by Brian McGee. One was a ripoff, and the other one was like inspired. So when I go to the chord of B, this is what I got from him, because when he did these things, like he used this in kind of lively rhythms, like hooray, hooray, this woman is killing me. So he went like a, and similar, or sometimes he would, which is just the B chord, B7, but with a big bass on the 6th string. So he would just move that chord. The key here is to kind of dampen the strings that are kind of dissonant in this grip, like if you would play this. Well, they're not dissonant, it's just like they are not included in these chords according to the theory. But I mean, it doesn't matter if they're audible, but I somehow angle my hands so that I usually don't hear them. And so I just switched this lick into, and then I go into the turnaround. Right. So what the lick on the treble string is, which can be played by itself, like, but now together. And you know, all kinds of combinations of these notes and licks. And there was this this is the kind of bass jumps that Brian McGee used to do. It's like it goes from, so but then he also had this, sometimes he used that as a turnaround. So yeah, that's a great lick. I like it very much, very much. So let's go to the next backup song. We're gonna do it in open D. And in this, all right, we'll just have to angle this one a little bit more so we can grab that. That's perfect. That's good. Let's see. Maybe I can. I feel like I'm missing some light on this part of my hand, but or the guitar neck. But let's just move on. See how that goes. So D open, and we're going to do the backup. That's actually Glory, Glory, Hallelujah, When I Lay My Burden Down. All right, there you go. The backup for today. This with the Glory, Glory, Hallelujah, When I Lay My Burden Down. It's a fantastic song, and it's a fantastic backup for learning these syncopated rhythms, which I've tried to give you a little bit of. So I didn't really go to. Let me just go back for a second. This. So I tried to get away from the just straightforward finger picking. So it was a little bit of syncopation. So you're more than welcome to go back in the live stream and just kind of loop that part and see what I've been doing. Nothing fancy, but sometimes it's good to like turn the order of the basses like a. And so on and so on. But let's go to the subject for today, which is what about the touch? What about the pressure? How much of the pressure do I need to apply with my slide? So I actually challenged myself a little bit in this first song because I had this. Oh, that's not a Q&A. That's the theme for today. But okay, doesn't matter. Well, actually, it is a Q&A from some of the workshops. But, yeah. So anyway, the pressure. This is kind of difficult to demonstrate in this like a camera angle. But let me try to do something. If I just turn my guitar away from this one and let's go wild and try to do it in real time. So that's it. So basically, one of the most important factors is this angling of the slide. So if you just play straight to the strings like this, that's one thing. That's when we play chords. Like. But when I want to play the melody on the first string, then I usually angle the slide, which gives me two risky moments. The first one is this, that I angle too much so I get the buzz from the frets, and the other one is to do it too little and then you touch the second string as well, which I don't want to have in this case, like right? So I'm angling the slide just a little bit slightly here, and then the amount of pressure depends on string gauge, and these strings are quite heavy. There are 16ths on the first string compared to, let's say, 0, 10 or 11s on average acoustic guitar. But I think most of them are shipped with 12s today. But still, to play a slide on 12s is a bit tricky for me because I'm not used to. And that's why I'm going to be telling you about Sam Mitchell and his techniques of playing. So this is just going to be for this occasion to show you these angles. And I go back to the regular angle of this camera. But basically, I apply the pressure that I feel will give me nice sustain when I pick very smoothly with my right hand, which I'll show you in a minute. So now I'm almost just resting the slide. And the reason is that this slide is heavy already, so I don't have to press too much. If I would press all the way to the fret, it would sound like this. But now I can't vibrate because I'll be touching the frets. So if I just do it like this, and then just let the pressure go a little bit, and then that's the pressure. Just so that we don't press the string towards the fret underneath, and that would be kind of right amount of pressure for this guitar, this gauge of strings, and this particular tuning. So I'm on the D on the first string. So And while I'm gliding up on the scale, oh sorry, I'm pressing lighter and lighter, so I'm not going like a, because I'm always risking to get this too much of this, but I'm using the momentum of this first note. Oh, sorry. So I'm using these kind of overtones up. And I'm not pressing too much. If I press too little, then you'll get this. So even if I pick very lightly with my picking hand, you still get this buzzing because the slide is really not securing the string. So those two things in conjunction are doing the job. So let's do, let me show it all together. Oh. Oops, what happened now? Wake up, little camera. It got shocked by my zoom in. So, a little bit out, and that's it, basically. That's it. So, together, those two techniques. My picking hand is if I play very lightly and press just so that slide is not kind of bouncing off the strings. This is giving me a kind of okay note tone, but it's very mellow and it's very soft and it's not strong. There's no volume in this really, right? But if I would pick harder, then I get this buzzing because I'm not pressing with the slide. I just placed it on the string. So if you just want to place it on a string, then you really need to pick very lightly on the picking hand like this. And that works with a metal slide, with my glass slide as well. So let's do the same thing here. Right. So if I pick hard here, then you get the same buzz. So it doesn't matter if you're using metal or glass slide. So if I want to play a bit harder, then I need to press more on the string, but stop before the string will hit the fret underneath. And that's a tricky one because that's something that you can only kind of practice in somehow. So and what happened here is okay, not now because I was careful, and the previous one, you see, you get this kind of nasal kind of dimension of the sound, and that's because I kind of let the pressure go before I would go to the next note, like a. Now, when I try to repeat it, it won't. But right. But that's the basics. I mean, those are the basics of how much pressure do you need compared to the string gauge, string action, and the type of guitar you're playing. So let's do the same thing on my regular acoustic. Where I'll have to admit, I also have 16 on the first string. And that's because I'm playing this guitar, I'm playing slide on this guitar just as much as I'm playing it on the other guitar. It's only that the string action on this one is just a little bit lower than on that guitar. So let's see if I can get the clean tone here. But this guitar is now in standard tuning, which means that there is more tension in the string because it's the tone E that we have on the first note, E, right? which means that I don't have to press that much to secure the note, the tone on the string. Which also means that I can, with a less pressure with the slide, I can play harder with my picking hand and get even more volume, because the string's tension means that it's not going to kind of give to this is it lateral or up and down vibrations of the string, which on a string which is tuned down to D, that string would vibrate more horizontally or up and down. English, help me. So it's like and I have this great sustain because this is great guitar. It's of course it's a handmade guitar, so it will give you a sustain that will last forever. But usually the sustain and how long the note will last depends very much on how much you're pressing with your slide and how you're vibrating. So just the pressure and getting the clean note doesn't mean it's going to last long, because and now it's gone somewhere, right? So if I play the same note with the vibrato, and it's going on and on. And there's one nice thing that happens with the vibrato, the way I learned from old masters, and I've seen Sam Mitchell doing this very often, that's you don't start vibrating until you hit the note with the right pitch, which means this note, I don't start vibrating right away like this. No, I like to do it, I like to come to that note and let it just rest for maybe a second, and then I'll start vibrating. So we're going to get this. So if I do the right way, then the volume would increase just a little bit as soon as I start vibrating, and then it will like just ring for a while until I change it or do something else. Now we'll do the baritone guitar demonstration for the same thing. Oh shucks, now I don't have the strap on this one, but let's try to do it this way. I need to press a bit more on this guitar when I'm playing, because these strings are, this is a 19 on the first one, so it's a, and still it doesn't have so much tension as especially not as a standard tuned guitar, which is like the note of E, but that string is like 16, so this is like a 0.3 tenths of the inch, right? That's heavier. But I'm pressing here quite a lot. And there's more tone and more bass and more boominess to this guitar because it's a larger body. It's a jumbo, so yeah. So we're back in open D, and we're back to work with something else today. Let me see. Are you guys writing something? see. Oh yeah, it's the same pattern. I think that Will the Circle Be Unbroken came, of course, it came after the song Glory, Glory was played within the gospel from the maybe 20s and 30s. And yeah. Hi, Gwen. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Mihal, thanks for checking in. We're going to the lick of the week, which we haven't done for the past 2 live streams because I was talking about the subject of the day for too long, so the hour just went and disappeared. So now I'm trying to keep myself on track, and now we're going to do the lick of the week. And if you remember, let me just remind you from the last time, the lick melody was this. Only on the treble strings. So in the first 2 live streams we went through like how we can vary this melody here. To kind of go in just a little bit before the beat, because the beat will be 3, 4, right? So if we do this, it's gonna meet the last note when we glide with like. So these techniques are something that you need to work on if you haven't played slide before. To play on the 2nd string, on the 2nd fret, is tricky because the string action is not so high on the first like 3 frets. It starts kind of raising a little bit more from the 4th fret and then up. So basically all the notes from the 4th fret are getting higher and higher string action all the way to the 12th fret and on. And then it's kind of decreasing a little bit up here on the higher frets, and then it's just pretty straight. So a lot of this string action depends on the guitar neck. If it's totally straight, then you might get some buzzing if you're fretting on the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th fret. Let's see how mine is. It's okay. The wood here is breathing. It's a living matter. So sometimes if the humidity is not right, and that period is coming now. I have my humidifier. It shows like 51%, which is still great for the end of November, start of November, end of October, 1st of November, right, tomorrow. So they're not heating the rooms so much, the flats. So when they start doing that, then I'll bring in the humidifier, and that will help my guitars out. Because on my nice handmade Sandin acoustic, I got this crack just because of the low humidity that I didn't take care of. So after that, I finally bought the humidifier. Idiot. So do it before it cracks. So this is a full metal body guitar with some bone parts and some wooden bridge underneath the strings here, underneath this cover plate. But all inside here is metal otherwise, and then there's a wooden neck just on every guitar. So that neck can kind of be bowed and maybe get straight, so things happen. Right now it's okay, which means that I can, rest assured that these notes are going to be clean and nice, so I don't have to press too much. So let's go to the if you put some rhythm into it, big bass. If we use take the A note on the 5th string, so it will be which is chord of G on the 5th fret, and then we have the A on the 7th fret over here. So if we incorporate the basses and the chords, and we play that note from the 2nd fret on the 2nd string here on the 3rd string of the 5th fret, which is the same note, right? So that's the second kind of level of doing it. And the third one would be so I added a little melody up here. So I picked the 2nd string on the 5th fret, and then I went to the 7th fret and play the 3rd and the 2nd string. And then I released the slide very fast and played the big bass and the open 1st string. So this needs to be, so this, I don't deliberately dampen the chords because they're all in harmony, so they all work fine together. Also, when we go to the G chord, okay, let's try to do something maybe different. So what I did here was, oh sorry, so just play different strings. It was like a 3rd, 2nd, the 1st, and then, and in the next, it was like a, so this is stolen from maybe Hawaiian influences or Caribbean music, like a, and this is beautiful when you just have control over your picking hand, so you really know that you're in the first kind of little lick or the melody chord, that you pick the 4th and the 3rd string, and then the next one, the 3rd and 2nd, and then the 2nd and the 1st. I'm bragging right now because I'm looking into the camera and doing my stuff with the right hand, but I've really done this many times, and I've heard Soul Hoopy playing these kind of licks from the 30s, old recordings of Hawaiian music, and then I saw Sam Mitchell, who played blues with a lot of these Hawaiian influences, and that was also a, wow, that's right, we can do it this way as well. So it's like a, in the lick. The new lick, so or open string, they go from the 4th fret to the 2nd and then open string, and I just play the 2nd and the 1st string. This can be practiced very slowly like this. Remember the looping method. Just find the groove in a lick or a melody that you're playing and just play it all over again 20, 30, 50 times. And when you master this one, then the next one could be which means that I did. So it's only one picking with my picking hand, and then. And here I need to be careful, otherwise it will kind of ring this guy. See, now I was careful, so it was clean, but. Combinations of these. And of course, I'm just reminding you of this note where we dampen the first string, we pick the second string on the 5th fret with a slide, and then we also dampen the 3rd string. So we just hear one note on the 2nd string. And these bass strings are, they're just ringing there. That's it. So that was the lick of the week for today. Yeah, Miha, I mean, this guitar is very special. I was involved in the creating of this particular model of the guitar by the company named AMI, GmbH, which is like a incorporated in Germany, who released these metal-bodied guitars in 1991, if I remember well. And I was involved in different kind of stages in the production and the planning, because National Guitars from the States had the patent on this guitar until 1991. After 1991, everybody could manufacture these kinds of guitars, and it didn't matter that they were exactly the same measurements, the same physics of the guitar, the same dimensions and everything as the old model. So this guitar, this particular model is do it this way, right? This is a copy of a Style 1 National guitar that had you see, usually guitars have either the 12th fret right here to the body of the guitar, or the 14th fret. So this guitar has like the 12th fret a bit after when the body has already started here. So you don't really play like usually on other guitars, acoustics, that you really have the 12th fret exactly where the body starts. So that was the first kind of twisted moment. But that's got to do with the scale length, where the whole thing with the cover plate and where the bridge is situated and all that. So it's kind of, okay, that was a solution for that time. And so anyway, AMI released this guitar, which was great. And I was involved in kind of checking these prototypes until they were really released into public and started selling. And then I bought myself one right in the beginning. So I think mine was number 3, and then I sold that, or almost gave away, to Sam Mitchell, and then I bought another one. So it was like we have at least one of those first 10 guitars ever produced by AMI. Yeah, I really like it. It's a great guitar. All right, so now we got this little challenge that I'm throwing myself into to try to play, to find a way to play Blues Stay Away From Me in open D. And there's this, well, that's right. I needed to think about my melody that I used to play in standard tuning. So if you look on YouTube and just search for Blues Stay Away From Me, my old video with Maria Stilla as Delmore Sessions will appear, and that was recorded, I think, in 2016, 17, something. And we're still playing together. It's a great version, and I usually play it that way with her. So I haven't played this song publicly solo because I was missing something if I played it in a standard tuning, and then as soon as I start playing the solo, I don't have any backup left. It was so nice to just lean on Maria's backup, and she's really solid when she plays that backup. And then she plays the harmony vocals. This is a great version we did there. But the melody is like a blue, stay away from me, right? In the original, the song goes like a kind of so that bass is going through the whole song in the original version of Delmore Brothers, and that's from late 30s or mid 30s, I'm not really sure. So I kind of liked it in the way of this like average 2/4 rhythm, and then there are some really nice chords in the standard tunings. So let me analyze the song. So the melody would be like a right. Then you have, of course, there's a change to the 4th chord, in this case G. And then we got this, which needs to be the A chord. Right. So in order to keep that rhythm, I need to think. Okay, so if I would play it without the slide, then the melody would be like here. Can you imagine to have the whole song with only these simple melody changes, and it's such a great song? It really doesn't need to be complicated. I'm still amazed by the song. So if I would try to incorporate some slide here, I will need to cheat a little bit with the chords, but let's see if it would work in some way. So it's okay. All right. So I'm losing a bit of that chord kind of shapes that I could have this. But no, not really. Maybe I could have this bass. And there is another aspect of this is, since I need to do, which means I need to kind of play this. So I'm risking to get these buzzes from the metal slide. Let's see if I can do that with the glass one. Maybe it's going to be a little bit easier. So to the A chord up here. The same note here as on the 2nd fret on the 1st string. That's right. So what I'm winning here, I'm kind of completing the chord. Yeah. But here I need to think about the damping, because it's the same as here. So I'm dampening the 3rd string with my index finger here, and then I'm dampening the 1st string with ring finger here, no, the middle finger, but I'm picking the 2nd string. Which is nice because you get some new voicing when you're playing melody from here and not here. I need to jump. What I'm getting here is this nice open string kind of before I get, but here I have, I can kind of glide. Okay. And then I have this. Okay, let me try to do the whole thing. It's a stretch. It's kind of it's a bit kind of pressed. I'm still not sure if I want to play this way when I'm solo, because I'm going to be missing Maria's harmony vocals, and yeah, we'll see about that. But then I'd like to show a great lick that I came up with here. I stole this from somewhere, I guess some Hawaiian stuff, whatever. So I won't take the credit for this, but it's that's what I play in the A chord. When the solo comes, do 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 blue. Now. That's right. And I played a very similar solo in my version of Johnny Be Good, which is played in I played it in a New Orleans kind of slow version. It's not Chuck Berry-ish at all. It's on my CD Leaving, which is not, unfortunately, not available on neither Spotify or Apple Music. We're still working on it, but since it's not there, maybe it's not protected. So maybe I could even play it for you. But we'll see. Maybe in the next live stream. Right. So the lick is on the first string, 12th and 11th fret, and then I jump on to the third string from the 9th to 10th fret, and then I go to 11, 10, 9. So together, and then I had, which is 3rd to 4th fret. Now on the 7th, 6th, 5th. Eleven, 9. And then that's it. So, oh, something happened with my next monitor. I don't see what you're seeing. Give me a second. Oh. my monitor just went to sleep. Stupid. All right. Yes, they do. I'm not sure about their website. I'll send it to you in an email, Geir. I'll just look it up after the stream and I'll send it to you. Of course, they're still in business, and I know they're the largest importer of Martin guitars for Germany. And Sigma guitars, Martin, and several other brands. And of course, they are selling resonator guitars as well. They have several different models of these guitars. Yes, they are. Right, so we're done for today. Look at that. 2 minutes past the hour. I'm getting better. I'm learning. That's great. So anyway, thanks so much for coming today, guys. I appreciate you so much for taking the time and, of course, effort if you're playing with me or coming back afterwards and practicing a little bit and all that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to see you next Monday, which I'm not sure if there's going to be a live stream because I'll be on the road, and I'm not. Maybe I'll do it from a hotel room or somehow, but otherwise I'll let you know in the social media. So yeah, in other case, I'll be back in 2 weeks. But thanks a lot for today, and have a great rest of the week. All right, guys.
It was in spring, one sunny day. My sweetheart left me, thought she went away. Now she's gone, and I don't worry, but I'm sitting on top of the world. Things could call me up, down and out by soul. Said, come back, Daddy, thought I need you so. Now she's gone, and I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Like my peaches, don't you shake my tree. Get out of my orchard, let my peaches be. Now she's gone, I don't worry, but I'm sitting on top of the world. In spring, one sunny day, my sweetheart left me, now she went away. Now she's gone, I don't worry, but I'm sitting